Greetings from the good ship Gen 2 again. It's another weekend, another race. It's the RORC Channel race this weekend. We are 20 hours from the start. Our start is 10:50 Saturday morning. We know we are heading west out the Solent, and we know that the tides at the start are just turning in our favour at the green. And the weather forecast is a little unpredictable because there's going to be thunderstorms and rain squalls. The wind is quite light otherwise and all over the shop a little bit, and we have no more information. We do not know the course yet, so we're just still waiting. Just about to leave the dock and head out to the start area. Start area is off Cowes. We're going west. We have to cross this line of longitude anywhere, but we just have to prove that we've been west of it. So we're suspecting to go out the top at Hurst and get straight across while we've got pressure. And then we've got to come round St Catherine's Point and then another line of longitude. Doesn't matter where, but anywhere you've got to prove that you're east of it. And then we come back to the Nab Tower, Horsham Fort, and then the finish line. So it's all about getting fastest angle to and fastest angle away from these lines of longitude. From about halfway through the race, the breeze is all over the shop, and I think that's as a result of the rain squalls and thunder that we're seeing in the vicinity. So it's going to be a bit interesting. We shall see how it goes. So we're just approaching Yarmouth and it's upwind, and this wind direction was not forecast on anyone's forecast, so it's all a bit of a surprise. So now we're tacking all the way out the Solent, and we've got to head to that longitude west. We started with class 4 and then class 2 and 1 and 0 all started together, and they're just catching up with us, so it's quite nice for us to see what the big boat's plan is. At the moment we're still planning to go out the North Channel at Hurst. We shall see. Yeah. When we left the Solent, we went to the North Channel by Hurst, and only, I think it was about 4 boats came with us that way, and the wind went quite light, and the fear is we've lost out to the guys that went out the Needles fairway. But that's what these races are for, to try these things, but they seem to have a little bit more pressure, and now they have quite a nice angle coming in. So we're probably about 50 minutes from this line of longitude, and only then will we see how we've done, and then we all go around St Catherine's. So the initial thought of us gaining may not be the case, because they look to be pretty far ahead of us, which is really annoying. So we've crossed our line of longitude, we furled the 0 and we tacked, and we've dropped the 0 because we're pretty much kind of fast upwind sailing now to St Cat's. It's about 21 miles away, and we've got some ground to make up because we lost out going in the North Channel at Hurst, which is a bit annoying, but we still have 70 miles of this course left to go, and anything can happen. We've still got to shut down a breeze to come, so can't stop now. It is at 5:30, we've been racing for 6 hours, and we can see St Catherine's ahead of us. And the temperature's dropped, you may have noticed, and we thought we'd really done a bad job getting to that first mark, the line of longitude, and Cora to Leeward, and we're all within 0.7 of a mile of each other. So we're all back together, which makes us feel better because we were a bit disappointed earlier. But it just goes to show it's a very long race, and the tide is just turning in our favour, so we're kind of slack water now. It's now going to run east for 6 hours, which is good because after St Catherine's we have to go to a line of longitude and cross it to the east, and then we're coming back towards the Nab Tower, the ports and home. Still a long time to go. So we went west and the wind went forwards on us. And now we're trying to go east, and guess what? The wind's from the east. So we're upwind trying to make the best course to this line of longitude. St Catherine's is in the background. We're trying to go east, and the wind is stopping us. So we're kind of doing just north of east, just south of east, just north of east, just south of east. The good news is the tide's taking us east. So there's a silver lining. So it's just after 9 o'clock and we are still a little way from the east longitude that we have to cross, but we're just getting to that point of the day where the nav lights go on, life jackets go on, so I'm just getting myself all ready so that when I take over the helm from James, he can then do the same, but I'm good to go. Rain is forecast, there's lots of clouds, we haven't seen any yet. My fingers are crossed we could stay dry, but I doubt it. So we finished the race about an hour ago, just before 2 o'clock in the morning. Pretty good. Jago was just ahead of us, so we caught up really well with them. Swell was a couple of miles ahead. They had an awesome trip back from the line of longitude to the east. But where we thought that we'd just had a major by going out the North Channel and losing so much ground, we did get ourselves back in the race, so all is not lost, and we've learned lessons from it, which is good. But frustrating, we've just noticed that since we've had a new mainsail, we've never won a race. Maybe we should go back to the old one.